Well, hello there. Master Hellish here, and welcome to a brand new sort of Tuesday night. Hello to everybody who's joining in for this brand new start of this brand new season. And we're mixing things up a little bit. We're doing a few things that I've not done before. So I can see everybody's here, including Jackamak on both Twitch and YouTube. Sixer says it must be the reminder features. I think so, mate. I think so. Nudger's here. Hello, Nudger. Welcome. Welcome. Everything seems to be working so far. So what we're going to be doing? Well, we're going to be playing Kerbal Space Program. I've done Kerbal Space Program Let's Plays twice on my YouTube channel and once as a live Let's Play. This will be live Let's Play Season 2, Number 2, the second. And last time I just had a go. We just played a career mode, and I can't remember if we changed any difficulties. But we are going to change difficulties for this one. So we're going to play it on career mode again. We're going to play it on the normal difficulty, but we're going to turn off the feature that allows missing or lost Kerbals to return. So we have that kind of fear of death. All the other settings are all kind of normal settings, but just that extra bit of what could happen sort of thing. So, hello everybody. Love to see some KSP again. Well, you're in luck. How does one play Kerbal Space Program? You don't merely play Kerbal Space Program, you learn Kerbal Space Program. Yes, carefully. We're going to be taking baby steps. We're going to jump in very quickly, but I'm going to quickly run you through some of the things that's different. So the first thing that's different is that we're going to be using viewer plus subscribers as the names for the Kerbals. I've given this a test, and I currently... normally you start KSP with 4 Kerbals. And then you can recruit more. Well, it just so happens I have 4 lifetime viewer plus subscribers. So they're the ones that have been chosen to be volunteers for my little expedition. Now, something that is new this time, and you may have seen it in the title, we're doing it with a joystick. And I have no idea if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Let me see. I haven't tested this, but let's have a look. Okay, so you can see part of my desk, including my keyboard, tablet, phone, the G13, which is the gaming keyboard. I use this for CS:GO and stuff. And this here, just under the chat, is the Thrustmaster. I don't know what version it is. I'm not going to pick it up. And we're going to be using this. Now, this camera setup that I've got now is not set up for this. I've got a different setup for that for while we're in game, and I will show you once we're there. So, career mode with named Kerbals with a joystick. So hopefully we're good. I think Brandon's going to die. Athens says, Masash is asking a question about TTD during streams or of other games allowed. If it's a quick question, yeah, go for it. If it's not a quick question, I'll defer you to my Discord or something. So ask the question, you may or may not get an answer. We'll see. Nudger says, I'm not going to be first. Well, we'll soon see. I've already got KSP up and loaded, and we've already got day 1 going. So let's hope that the new overlay works. There we go. Looks like we're all good. I should be able to turn the camera on and off. Yep, I can. Okay. The only problem is, for me, Kerbal Space Program minimises whenever I click off screen, but never mind. Right, so we're going to have a playlist on YouTube for this one, like we normally do. We've got a proper thumbnail. Thanks very much to Sixer for this season's thumbnail. So let's get... Oh, the one thing that I don't have tonight is my chat where I like it. I've got to keep looking right over there for chat at the moment. I still need to sort that out with my new monitor setup. Right, let's have a look. Right. No, this game, don't chicken out. This is a brilliant game. And Brandon Rimworld did, I think it came second or third in the vote. I did a vote to decide what we was going to do in these streams. And the odds are I'm going to have that for the other series. Chat's a bit small. Let's make chat bigger. Chat is now bigger, folks. There we go. This is a new a layout, a new scene. So there we go. Right, fantastic indeed. We got a second a follow. Joel, welcome. Let's start. So here we go. We've got a brand new space center, brand new pot of money, brand new reputation, all from the very beginning. Oh, I've also got a flag, a custom flag this time. So there we go. Is this the SN17 workshop? Yes, yeah, we're going to do something like that. Your question was about block size, spaces between roads in cities. Do you suggest 2x2? I suggest 3x3. Do the game settings. Brandon loves 3x3 and 3x3 is good. Right then, so what we're going to do? Well, the first thing we're going to do is go to the research and development. Okay. For me, one of the most important things to do is get down the research tree to unlock things like the thermometer, because then that will allow you to get more science points to research more. Now it says that costs 5 science. That costs 5 science. I don't know why that's got a 3 and a 4. Is that the number of parts? It's the number of parts. So it requires, there's the research. We haven't got any research points. And then we've got survivability, which also has the barometer. And then we've got this section here, the Science Junior Bay and all this sort of stuff. Miniaturization, I don't think that gives us any new science items. Electrics, probably not as well. So our first target is probably trying to get down this section of the tree. But to get down there, we might have to take some other bits and bobs like basic rocketry, stability and general. So let's see what we can do. Let's leave the facility. Now, in order to get the business going, we're also going to go to mission control and get some missions as well. Jumpire's here and you've switched to Twitch. Switch to Twitch, go for it. So we've got something here to gather scientific data from Kerbin, which we can do easy. And we've got another one here to launch our first vessel, which again, we can do easy. So let's take both of them and leave the facility. Now, we're going to do this without spending as much money as possible. I also need a keyboard shortcut to turn the flight stick on and off. And I just really, fingers crossed, the flight stick is configured like I think it should be. So this is our vehicle assembly building for anybody who's new. This is where we put our vehicles together. We haven't got a lot of components yet to be able to build anything. But our first objective is to get science and launch a vessel off the launch pad or runway. Now, in theory, to launch something, that means we've got to go up. And if we're going to go up, we need some engines. So let's put a pod. We'll use the Mark 1 command pod. And there we go. And on the command pod, we can see the Master Hellish flag, including, and there's also the Master Hellish flag in the vehicle assembly building as well. And I think if we just put a little solid booster on the bottom and some parachutes in utility, there's a parachute. That should do it. That should sort both contracts out. Oh, you can change the mission flag. You can see my old flag there, the old Master Hellish logo. I didn't know you could change the flag for each mission. That must be maybe it's something that's new. So down here in the bottom right is our staging. So the first time we stage, you can usually do that by pressing enter, but No, sorry, by pressing space. But I've actually got it set up so that when I press the big red button on the top of the joystick, that's when it will stage. So that's going to be quite nice, that. And so the first time I stage, the rocket will go, and then the next time I stage, the parachutes will go. I'm going to cheat a little bit with this. Not cheat, I'm going to be clever with it. I'm not going to put all the solid fuel in. I'm going to bring it down a bit. And the reason for this is that the fuel's going to cost us money, and we don't actually need to go very far. You love the idea of the joystick. I love the idea of the joystick too. I'm wondering how the joystick's going to go. We'll see. We'll probably see more use of the joystick a little bit later on. For now, it's probably just going to be throttle and staging. But we'll see. And then maybe later on, because we've got like stability and assist and stuff, we won't. Anyway, in this aircraft, we're going to have to put some crew, because at the moment, if we go to... oh, actually, no, we could actually put a re-entry module on this instead. And I believe... Oh, no, that's got a crew capacity of 1 as well. I don't think we've got any sort of automation at all. So we're going to have to put a member of crew in it. Now, you can see here we've got Sixer as one of our pilots. We've got Lexi, Brandon, and Nudger. Now, because we're flying a rocket, I think we're going to stick with Sixer. And I think what we'll do is we'll have Lexi, our plane pilot. So we'll see. The no death play flip. You know what? We might not have a death. Might not have a death. I've reduced the amount of solid fuel. Now, there is a small danger with the solid fuel that it goes up enough to get off the ground, and when it comes back down, kill somebody, but not enough for the parachute to open. So, so we'll see whether this works. Let's go out to the launch pad and complete these 2 contracts. So, here we go. Launchpad time already. We've got our first little rocket. I didn't even bother to save it or name it or anything like that. We've got 28 units of solid fuel, and yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want things to go terribly wrong already. Now, we're going to go around the space center and collect science sometime soon, but I'm going to just because we need science to complete one of the objectives, I'm going to go and do a crew report now and keep that just for the purposes of completing that mission. And here we go, folks. So in my perspective, the controls are down off to my side, which is fine. So you'll see me turn and twist when I'm ready to fly. And the throttle doesn't matter because it's a solid booster. Solid boosters are always at the full throttle. So where can you do a cancel your viewer plus sub? You don't want to be on there. Don't worry, Beanie. You might not die. What we are going to do is enable SAS. And now, for me, there's 2 buttons on the back of my throttle here. They enable me to do RCS and SAS. Okay, and there's 3 buttons on the side here. And they're for my lights, my gear, and my brakes. Okay. And then on this side, I've got a little joystick on top of the joystick which does translation. The trigger is action group 1, and then L3. What's L3? I think L3 is translation mode. I'll have to double check. So for this one, all we'll be doing is pressing the button to launch, pressing the button again for the parachutes, and enabling the SAS. That's it. That's all we're going to be doing. So SAS is enabled, throttle's minimum. I'm not even using one of my hands. Good luck, Sixer. Here we go. There we go. So even with that short burst of fuel, we've managed to get up to just above 1 kilometre. And as soon as we're on our way back down again, I'm going to deploy the parachutes with the second press. Parachute deploy. There we go. There's our first mission. Brandon says, I see that black thing in the grass there. What is that? I'm not actually 100% sure. I don't know exactly where we're going to land, but there we go. We're fine. So I'm not actually touching the controls for the rest of this mission. We're just going to drift gently back. It's some sort of ruin or rock. Yeah, we'll go and explore that. As soon as we've got a rover, we'll go and have a look at it. We'll figure it out. Right then. Yeah, we'll fast forward a little bit because it's going to take a bit of time for Sixer to come back to the launch pad. But that's going to be 2 contracts complete. So in these early stages, it's all about 2 things. It's all about growing the company. So that's growing every aspect of it. Beautiful. We brought all the components back as well. Fantastic. And it's also about getting that science so that we can grow more down the line. There we go. So that is a crew report and recovered a vessel from a flight. We got all the parts back, so the only thing this cost us was that little bit of fuel. And Sixer came back and gained 1 XP, so congratulations. Keeping the Kerbals alive is only a 3rd priority. Actually, keeping the Kerbals alive is actually quite a high priority. So what we can do now is we'll have a look at mission control and see what the... Oh my goodness, we've got all sorts of things available to us now. So we've got escape the atmosphere, which could be quite risky at this relatively early stage.
Fantastic.
Thank you for redeeming the fantastic Sixer. How many G's of acceleration was that? I don't know. I didn't actually see the G's of acceleration of that one. We're not going to do any of these right now. We're just going to nip back, and we've got 13 science. Let's see what the situation is with that. So we can, with the 13 science, we can research basic rocketry, which gives us fuel tanks, boosters, and the swivel engine, which is important. But do we have enough for staging and stuff? Oh, this is difficult. No, we're gonna go straight down the science route. There we go. We're going down the science route. I'm pushing myself down there as much as possible. We also get the decoupler, which is quite important as well. Right then, I think we should be able to do an escape the atmosphere soon. Let's just check what components we have and see what we can do. So, looking at... We've got some coupling components. We've got a basic fin. So we could go straight up. And I don't think... There's no gimbal. And the gimbal's the bit on the bottom of the rocket that points the engine in various different directions. So I don't think we can do escape the atmosphere until we've gimbaled it. So let's take that off. We'll put all the science experiments on it. Actually, we could probably dump this in the water afterwards as well. Have we got any more science? So that's both the science experiments. Yep, okay, let's do a couple of little science missions. So we're going to take this command pod out to the launch pad. Not even going to take off. We're just going to do some science. Try and gain all those science points. So the first thing we'll do is we'll do that crew report. It's not worth anything, so it doesn't matter. We can EVA because we're not in space, and then we can do an EVA report, which is worth some science. Spider145, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. We're not going to deploy our chute. We're going to get back on. We're going to do the mystery goo science. Keep that experiment. We're going to do the temperature. Keep that science. And then I think we'll just recover the vessel. We've got milestones that we've completed as well, which we'll have a look at. So we've broken our speed record of 25 meters per second. Look at all this extra money that we got from all of these different world first milestones. We've got contract completes and all sorts. Brilliant. Let's delete all those messages. Goose is here. Hey Goose, welcome. We're doing alright. We haven't killed anybody yet. Sixer is in the pod and he hasn't died. So if we recover this vessel, we're going to get some science now. There we go. I don't think. Right, here we go. So we got a total of 16 science for that, which is really nice. And what we can do is we can actually deploy that same vehicle on the runway. Okay, so there's a button that you can use to switch from the what's this? The vehicle assembly building to the space plane hangar. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So can I now if I launch this, does it now launch to the runway? We'll find out. Yes, it does. So now we can do exactly the same as what we just did. We can do a crew report. We can do a mystery goo. And it says the goo seems to behave very much the same as it always does. We can log the temperature, which is nominal. And I guess we can do an EVA, but I don't know if we'll be able to do an EVA report as well. We can, okay. And then we can get back in and recover the vessel. So Sixer is not dead yet. Now we are about to do a flight, and I'm going to try and dump Sixer in the ocean. This is going to be our first risky flight. So we're going to start with a command pod. We're going to put science on the side. Sixer is going in the water. He's going for a swim. And we'll put one parachute on the top and one booster beneath. Now last time when it took off quite violently. And I want it to be much more gentle. So we're going to take half a can of solid fuel. But I'm also going to put it at half thrust. What's the shroud? Don't know what the shroud is. And we're going to change the variant, I think. We're gonna have a nice look at the variants on this. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Now, we want it to lean into the waterway. So let's just move these around a little bit to try and help our lean. We can make the center of the massive vehicle slightly off center. So center of thrust. Is the center of thrust going straight through the center of mass? I don't think it is. I think we're going to be alright. Now, we need to change the staging because at the moment the parachute was about to deploy at the same time as the thruster, as the engine, which is not good. I didn't mean to click that. Chuck a goose in the rocket. You know, what we could do is actually we could swap Sixer out for Lexi, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Six is going to be our starting rocket guy. And the actual command pod itself has reaction wheels, so we will be able to control it a little bit. Hopefully we can have a good burn into the water with a parachute. Is there an advantage to using different pilots? Yes, and pilots gain XP as they do things, and if you swap your pilots around, they all gain different amounts of XP. So if you need a mission where you need more than one pilot, say that you've got a vessel that detaches in half and comes together again, then your pilots all need to have high levels and high XP because it unlocks stuff. I think that's about it. Yeah, let's launch this. The most expendable. I mean, we could try and launch this somewhere else, but I'm not going to. Right, so I'm going to turn the camera on. There we are. So the idea here is that we're going to pitch over to our right and into the water. We're going to have a splashdown. And I don't know if we've got enough fuel to do this, and I don't know if we've got enough thrust to take off, but I'm going to enable the SAS. The throttle doesn't matter because it's a solid booster, but I will need to steer this time. And the steering on this is a little bit weird because it's set up mostly for the aircraft. So you got your pitching up and pitching down, roll left, roll right, and then you twist it to be able to do your yawing. So yeah, brace for impact. Here we go, folks. Okay, so remember the thumb button here is how we launch our craft, and it's also how we activate our parachutes. So here we go, Sixer. In 3, 2, 1. Well, we're up. Oh, it does pitch over quite a lot. I'm pitching it over as hard as we can. Well, we're out of fuel. And I don't want to fall back down too fast before deploying the parachute. So let's have a look. Are we over the water? We are over the water, and we're starting to see... Let's turn the SAS system... No, let's not. Let's point the aircraft back again. Deploying chutes. I'm going to deploy the chutes and turn SAS off. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know if it's going to whip it around fast enough, but hopefully that chute isn't going to tear. Can I get this vessel to... No. Whoop. Yeah, have I managed to get it back the right way round? Well, the parachute opened and we pulled about 5 Gs. Cool. Just make sure it doesn't nosedive. Yes. I managed to pull it back round with the SAS system, with the reaction wheels. Sixer is currently safe. It was flipping, I think. Poor Sixer. Poor Sixer. Anyway, we can time warp down a little bit now. Get our feet wet. And yeah, this is going to be mission success. And we also opened another milestone. We broke the speed record, distance record, altitude record. All sorts of records got broken then, so that's fantastic. And we're just going to roll this over, which I should probably do with a stick, shouldn't I? There we go. Roll it over so we can get to the science experiments. And we'll do a crew report from the water. And we'll observe the mystery goo. And the mystery goo says, the goo escapes into the water. And the temperature is... Well, it's the temperature. We can do an EVA. Sixer can do an EVA report. It says, I don't think a spacesuit was entirely necessary. I don't think so either. We can board the vessel, and that will be all for now. We'll recover. Yeah, Sixer probably enjoyed that. So we managed to get another 13 science. We got a lot of funds back. And of course, Sixer came back safe and sound. So now we've got 42 research points to do. Now this survivability is really good because it means we get the nice parachutes and we get our is that say barometer? It's a barometer, isn't it? As well as landing struts and heat shields and a service bay. So that's only for 15. So I think we're going to almost certainly take that. The next one down is 45 research. So that's our kind of target, to hit 45. So let's spend some of the other science. I think we need basic rocketry. We can't really get anywhere without the swivel engine. And we're going to need the decoupler, which we've got, and we're going to need heat shield. This is all for coming back. So we're going to actually put... Can you make boats in this game? I think, in theory, you can, Jack, if you can make something light enough. Actually, I have actually made a boat before. General rocketry would give us the Reliant engine and some solid fuel boosters and tanks. And the stability would give us these winglets, which I really, really, really want. Yeah, we're going to get that. So I think this is probably the last, like the basic rocketry and the stability are the last things we're going to research before we go to basic science. And then let's just check, is there any more like science-like things here? So there's, if we look in the basic science section, we've got the Science Junior. And it doesn't actually... Oh yeah, collect data, yes. Okay, so if we go to electronics, you know, it doesn't show up as... So what we want is science experiment. You've got data transmitter. None of these are science experiments. They're all deployed science experiment. Ooh, that could be good. But I think once we've unlocked the Science Junior, that is it. Oh, you can do a crew report from the container. Of course you can. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that is all the main science job is. Maybe there's others. Obviously, there's the processing lab, which is a whole different kettle of fish. So there we go. Have you tried Galacticraft yet? Nope. No, I haven't. So our target is to get 45 science, and we've got lots of money. We've got 4 science now. Let's have a look. I think if we got aviation, we'd be able to make a rover. Which then we'd be able to use to collect the science. We need basic science and then aviation. Right, okay, let's leave the facility and see what we've got. So Mission Control wants us to escape the atmosphere. I think that's an achievable objective right now. So let's select that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to actually do some things in flight. Hey JB, welcome to the stream. So our target now is to escape the atmosphere and of course do it without poor Sixer dying. I'm going to take these science experiments with us. So to escape the atmosphere, I feel like we need bigger boosters and more. We've got fuel. So if we get a decoupler and a few fuel tanks, we can then put an engine on the bottom, which is the swivel, which is fine, that's good. So this is going to be our upper stage. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just put a hammer on the bottom, and I think that's it. The only thing is we don't want our hammer firing at the same time as our main engine. And our main engine is going to just blow up the hammer. Yeah. Now we do have one new science experiment, I believe. Where's the science? Science. Here we go. So there is the pressomat barometer. So we'll take that with us. We could just go and do that on the launch pad, but we're going to go around the Space Center and get all the science anyway. So I think this is our craft. Now what I am going to do is, we've got some aerodynamics, so we've got some winglets and stuff, is I'm going to add a couple of drogue chutes. There we go. We can move our science experiment. I suppose we could do one science experiment on the way up and one science experiment on the way down. And I guess we shouldn't need this radio mounted parachute. So off we go, I guess, to the edge of space. Oh yeah, I saw that, JB. It's been debunked over and over and over again. Always make sure your delta V is above 900 to escape the atmosphere. Well, my delta V is like lots. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is that this little booster will not be able to lift all of this fuel. So let's go. Let's give it a try. Okay, so let's get the camera back up. Now, how are we going to do this? We can't just go straight up and straight back down again to escape the atmosphere, because that would just be way too bad on the heating. So I guess we just use the booster to start us. Okay, well, let's get the SAS turned on. And I'm not going to put throttle to maximum just yet. So, PVA, welcome to the stream. And Space Master, welcome as well. Jack, I wouldn't say that's political. Not really. I don't see any reason why we can't start. But let's check our staging. So our booster goes first. Then our main engine. We decouple and parachute down. I guess we should really put our drogue chutes in their own category, then the main chute afterwards. There we go. Okay, here we go. So for the first booster, I'm just going to go straight up, and then we'll start doing our turn to hopefully get up there. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and I don't want to do it. Here we go, launch. Okay, so that solid booster did do a good job of getting us off the launch pad. It's given us a good initial velocity. I think we should easily reach 300 meters per second. And we're going to get to 3 or 4 kilometers before this even starts running out. So here we go. I'm going to do this nice and gently. We're going too fast, actually. I'm going to stage now. So we've turned our engine on. Throttling up that engine. It's going to blow up that booster. Come on, blow the booster up. There we go. Oh, I turned the wrong way. Right. Whoa. Whoa, we lost control. We've lost control. Ah. Oh my goodness, this isn't good. Oh, and I can't turn it round. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Okay. Gently. We're running out of fuel and I need to go sideways. God, the controls on this. Okay. I have no idea what happened then. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look at the map and see how high it reckons we're going to get. 32. That's just an absolute and utter fail. That is a total fail. I just hope that we don't come back down too quickly. 4-6er. So, maybe... I have no idea what happened. I have no idea. Let's turn... Did the booster explosion spin you around? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was my ace piloting. You know what I should have done? I should have enabled fine controls. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave us in this orientation, I think. Or maybe... No, I'm going to turn us around. I'm going to turn us around. Okay, I've lost my... So... Let's turn on fine controls. I must admit I did panic a little bit then. So, which way round are we supposed to be? There we go. There we go. So we're not quite high enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to observe the mystery goo anyway. And we're going to take a crew report anyway. Log the pressure. And log the temperature. We're on our way back down. We're starting to get quite fast. So I'm going to deploy... the drogue chutes are going to cause a problem here, I think. Let's eject that. And do I deploy drogue chutes? We are slowing down. We have got 16 kilometers to go still. Just going to do a slight adjustment. Yeah, we are slowing down. So I don't think 6 is going to have any sort of problems here. Let's get ready for those chutes. I think I'm tempted to turn the SAS off. We're still slowing down. Okay, we're six kilometers up. I'm going to deploy drogue. We've reached about 3 Gs there. Okay, so we didn't make it, probably because we turned upside down and stuff. We're going to get a different reading from the goo here? Yes, we are. Okay, cool, we'll take that. We'll just take loads of goo. We're going to get some science from this. Oh, that's not good. Let's get this the right way around. Okay, let's deploy that other parachute as well. Come on. Come on. Turn the SAS system off. I'm not 100% sure if that chute is going to pull 6 of the... Oh my goodness, he must be getting ill. I'm going to just give the SAS system a little tap. Just a little tap. Do you have tutorials on this? No, I don't, because I watched Scott Manley's tutorials and they were amazing. And then I watched Scott Manley for many other reasons. So go subscribe to Scott Manley. If you're into space or anything to do with space, subscribe to Scott Manley. Right, I think the parachute's about to open. Here we go. That didn't turn our capsule round. Oh wait, it did. There we go. At least 6 is the right way up. We'll speed up time. So we did fail to get out the atmosphere. But we did get some more milestones, which we got more money and science for. And we got another successful flight with another unit, and 6er didn't die. So overall, we're doing good. There we go. A nice little gentle splashdown. And let's recover the vessel. Yeah, the piloting on that wasn't great. I think that's the first time I really tried to use the joystick for that, and it was not good. But we did get 38 science from that. What's that? What part have we left? Oh, the actual lower stage. The second stage survived. Oh, we'll recover that as well. Okay, let's have a look at our research department. So we said the next thing we want to get is basic science. And then we want to be able to have the aviation to make a rover to collect all this science. So let's do that. Basic science. There we go. Fantastic. Would be nice to be able to get some of this other general construction and general rocketry, but I'm really in this early stage of the game focused on the science, because I think if you've got the science you can make the things, and those things then do all the missions and stuff, and it's going to just be so much easier. Right, we need a better vessel or better piloting. What do you think, folks? Shall I give it another try with the same vehicle? $7,000 to try again. $7,000 to try again. I wonder if just adding some fins to it will, like some basic fins, help with the stability. And then also, if we give the second stage a chute, parachute, just one, whether that will increase the chance of us recovering that. So booster, you know what, we'll actually do a proper separation. Proper separation. There we go. So that's probably going to help. We'll ignite our engine, and when we decouple, we're going to also deploy that chute, and then drogues. Okay, so this is like our this is like the little upper Mark II. There we are. Andy, thank you for the like. So yeah, I'm calling this the little upper. It's the Mark II. Hopefully these do give us some stability and it doesn't just flip around like crazy. Although if it does flip over, these winglets are going to make it difficult for me to get it back in the right orientation again. It's not a problem. We just need to be more gentle. I think. Oh, this is where we really... This is the risky time. Okay, this is the risky time for Sixer here. Okay, so let's try again. Let's try this again. We should have enough power to get ourselves up there. Enough fuel. I think I just messed it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the SAS system on. Throttle is at minimum. I'm not going to touch the controls until we are coasting with our second engine. Call it the dive bomber. We might actually make something that looks a bit more like a dive bomber. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay. Now actually, we ended up going a bit too fast with this booster last time. So I'm kind of thinking if we ever do this one again, we should slow it down. Right, we've got a little bit of swinging around. Don't know if that's some sort of precession or not, I don't know. But there's our booster, so we're going to drop that. Fire up the second stage so we don't drop. And we're just going to slowly burn, and I'm going to do a very gentle turn. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me try that again. I'm just trying to get it over. There, that's it. That's where I want it. Again, we went a bit crazy, but I think we've managed it this time. I think we might have managed it. Yep. It's a little bit up and down, to be honest. But I've got a feeling we should be alright. We should be, I think. So, we'll see. We'll see if Sixer survives this. I should have gone a lot more sideways than that. We went a bit too high. Oh well. We are probably on the edge of space, so we'll observe a mystery goo. Yep, we'll keep that. And then when we get into space, we'll complete the contract automatically. And we'll observe everything else. There we go. Congratulations, Sixer. You are the first one in space. We'll do a crew report. We'll do a mystery goo. We'll log the pressure. and we'll log the temperature while we're here. Now remember, we're doing this for the contract, and we've achieved the goal. So the only thing we need to do now is bring Sixer back down safely. And I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but we'll see. So what I'm thinking at the moment is that we leave this section pretty much as is. And I don't think did I enable fine controls? I didn't enable fine controls. That was a mistake. So let's try and just get this craft. I kind of want it to almost belly flop into the atmosphere, but it does need to roll actually, so that parachute is there. Okay. And I'm hoping that these wings on the back will stop this from going down forwards, because in theory you're going to get more drag on the back. That's going to lift it up. Why are all our parachutes on different stages? They're not. We've got all the parachutes on the landing stage and one parachute on the tank, because ideally I'd like to bring the tank back if I can. So let's just warp a little bit. Okay, we're starting to enter the atmosphere now. We're coming down. At the moment, we're going faster. But the thicker the atmosphere goes, the more we'll start to slow down. Okay, I need to get this right. I need to get this right. Okay, we are slowing down really good, but we're still really high up. So I'm going to stage separate. No, actually, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're coming in flat. We're doing a starship-ish. Right, we're 9k up. We're slow enough for drogue shoots. I'm going to wait until about 5k, I think. I'm just trying to keep it steady. It's not easy. It just wants to go. Oh, it really wants to go now. Oh, I've lost control. I've lost control, but it's nearly time for that chute to go anyway. So, here we go. The throttle doesn't do anything at this stage. We're going to separate. I don't think the chute went. Oh, it did go. And we're going to fire drogues now as well. Okay. So in theory... Yeah, look, we've got an upper stage up there. I don't know if it's going to survive. But it did just shoot past us at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I'm pretty sure that part's dead. It's got about 1 kilometre to fall and then it's not good. So we'll... Oh, that was good. I was going to say we'll wait until the drogue chute's open. Then we'll launch our main chute. Oh, it looks like it did actually survive. Can we switch to it? No nearby controllable object. It's an object, but it's not controllable. So we're going to be able to recover that section and hopefully get a lot of money out of that. There we go. So not all of the parachutes are on the different stages, but hopefully the parachute down there saves that stage. Let's fast forward now, because we've got about 1 kilometre to wait. Nope, we've gone upside down again. Let's turn the SAS off. Oh wow, I've turned RCS and AS. There we go. Flip, flop, flew. There we go. And once again, Sixer's back, but this time we made it. Oh, we've got a splashdown on the little upper Mark II debris. Yeah, that's quite good. That we might even be able to make orbit with a like a variation of this, but I'd like to put a heat shield on it and much more science. Definitely be able to put more science on that if we're going to go into orbit. We got a few meters to go. And a nice soft landing at about 6 meters a second. And the G-forces are about 2.2 Gs. There we go. 6 is back, everybody. Fantastic. Okay, so we got 45 science from that, which is going to be enough to unlock our aviation. And I think that's it. That's everything that we wanted, wasn't it? We can't unlock general rocketry yet, but it'd be nice to unlock it sometime soon. But it's now time for us to build our rover. And this is where our scientists and so forth will all come into effect on this one. So let's just clear all those messages. I'm going to start with a Mark 1 cockpit, I think. We need a fuel tank or some description. Liquid fuselage. Yes, let's get a load of them. Can't wait for this to flip and explode. Look, this is not going to flip and explode. I think. No, it's not going to flip and explode. There's going to be things that I can do about that. And then we're going to put a pod on the back. I don't know why. Don't ask. We can have these landing gear, but I don't think you can steer these. Yeah, you can't steer them. So I think we're going to actually make our own landing legs. Again, we've done this like this before, actually. So let's make this as wide as possible. And quite low down to the ground as possible. Because if it's really high up off the ground, it's going to cause problems. This, I don't know why it's not connecting properly. That's a little bit weird, isn't it? Let's fix that with the rotate tool. Yep, there we go. That's fixed. And then let's put our wheels on the bottom. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Let's rotate these the right way. So let's get them there and... Oh my goodness, they're not even that way the right amount. There we go. There we are. Now they're the right amount. And then what we'll do is we'll clone that and stick it on this end. There we go. It is a bit derpy, but that's how early rovers are, I guess, in this game. This is the way that we're going to collect all the science. Oh, that's the point. We need a Science Junior. We need a Science Junior, and with these legs, actually, I want to be higher up. Science.
This'll probably work.
This'll probably work. Thank you, Mac Jackamak. Thank you, Jackamak, for redeeming that. Oh no, that won't work. Okay, let's try that bit again. So fuselage, cockpit. And I do want to make these even lower to the ground, because I feel like that was my mistake previously. It's like not having them like flat enough. So that's even better. There we go. We'll do it like that. We want very little ground clearance. Okay, that's fine. Now we need to add the rest of the science. So if we take a scientist with us, we can get the scientist to get out and put things away. Oh, there's a navigation light. Oh, cool. Well, we won't use them this time. Science. Here we go. So there's this experiment storage unit. I want to try using that. So I'm going to put one on either side. Like here. And we'll put one of these on either side, one of these on either side, and one of them on either side. So this is definitely some weird science thing. Now, I guess we should really have some sort of emergency abort system, shouldn't we? But we haven't got the key commands or anything like that, have we? Oh, we're going to take Brandon with us. There you are, Brandon. You're coming along. You're coming along, you are. Enable advanced mode. Oh, no, not right now, thanks. And I think that's going to be it. So we obviously need the liquid fuel. So I'm going to take the fuel out of the front and back, and we'll just have the fuel in the middle. And then I want to put... Have I got the little tiny ones? I have got the little tiny ones. Okay. We're going to put the engines on the end of these. Not quite sure. Oh, there we go. I'm going to put the engines on the end, and I'm going to put them on the end of these ones. There's the little jet engine. And I guess we need an air intake. There we go. And then what we do is we clone that, flip it around. So it's facing the other way. And I'm actually going to flip these feet around because it's bothering me slightly. Now I know they've gone wonky again, but I'll fix them. Is that right? It doesn't look right. It looks... There we go. There we go. So now we've got our rover. Now I don't think we've got action groups yet unlocked, which is a shame because I could use the trigger button to change the direction of the craft. But I think for now we're sorted. So this is going to be my SC Rover Mark 1. We'll save that and we'll take it out. Oh, it has too many parts. Oh, we're over the part limit by quite a lot. Okay, well, that's quite easy for us to resolve. We just take off half the science because I doubled up on the science and I didn't need to. And actually, if Brandon needs to get out and do any of the science, then we probably need to move it. Oh, okay, we're going to move it around. There we go. So we're going to put that science module here, and we're just going to have one of them. One. Just put them here. There we go. I'm sure that'll be fine. Right, how many parts are we now? We're 34, so we're 4 over. Well, we kind of need the wheels. We need the engines, and we need the air intakes. I guess the wheels could be a little less further out. We could remove some of the struts. Yeah, let's remove some of the struts. We'll do less strutting. There we go. I'm not quite sure what happened with that, but it's the wrong way. Oh, that needs to be mirrored. Now this rover could very easily fall over. We're going to make it smaller. We're going to put the fuel back in there. There we go. This is going to have to be the Mark 1, and then for the Mark 2, we're going to have to improve things. There we go. 29. We're under the parts limit now. curb stick stole from my Master Hellish KSP videos? I have no idea what you're talking about. Here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is actually just do the science here. So we'll put the brakes on. And once the vehicle has stopped... I'm not sure if these have brakes. Ah. Oh well, never mind. We'll just turn it round. We'll just turn it round until everything's fine. It should stop very soon, I think. I'm not sure these have brakes, but I think it's coming to a stop. Oh, and I forgot to put Brandon in it. Oh, well, never mind. We'll get Brandon in it next time. Right. All right, then. We'll open the doors, conduct the study. We'll observe the mystery goo, which I think we've done before. Log pressure, log temperature. We'll do a crew report. And we'll recover. I'm not sure they have got brakes. Let's go back and have another look at that. Right, wheels. Yeah, no brakes. So we're going to put a landing strut on this. I'm not sure why or how, but I'm going to do this. Where we're going today, we're not going very far. We're just going to be putting some science in places. Let's put it over here. We've only got one part on our parts limit left. But in theory, I'm going to move that down just like a mic, just like tiny bit. What was that? Right, in theory, that should stop us rolling around. Okay? Right, let's save that. Make sure Brandon's on board this time. And we're going to drive this probably to the vehicle assembly building. That's all we're going to. Okay. So, it certainly isn't rolling around anymore, which is good. We're going to activate all the engines by pressing the button. It's on minimum throttle. Then we'll shut down both of these rear engines. And we're going to try and drive it over to the vehicle assembly building. No, the spaceplane hangar. I'm going to turn SAS on because I don't know if that's going to help, but I'm going to do it anyway. And we're going to drive it from this. I've just noticed that bit that is hanging down terribly, but never mind. We can modify that. So I think I'm ready to try and drive this. Okay, landing gear. Landing gear up. Yep, we're already doing a little bit of movement. I Here we go. Let's throttle this up slightly. Cruzzle's here. Hello. Welcome. Okay. Looks like we are moving. We're going to get any sort of decent speed up here? Half throttle and we're not going very fast. Let's go full throttle. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Why are we not going anywhere? Thrust is at 18 newtons. Are we just... Is it just the pure weight? I don't think so. I'm not sure. Yeah, my engines are facing each other, but these ones are turned off. Okay, let's cut the power. Let's cut the power and let's apply our special brakes. Maybe it's something to do with the thruster design. Buckle up, kids. We nearly went 1 meter a second. Yeah, it is so ghetto. Let's try again. Okay, so I'm wondering if it's interference between these two being in the way of each other. So if we have these ones up here and those ones out there, it might be better. Also, we don't need to carry that much fuel. That much fuel is just like explodey, splodey, bang, bang. There we go. Let's save that. And, oh, I don't think I put Brandon in it. Oh, we'll just do a test run. Hey, DJ Egg's here. Hey, DJ Egg, welcome to the stream. Okay. So, throttle to minimum. SAS on. We're going to manually activate the engines instead of using staging. And I'm going to switch us around this way so I can drive it if it moves. Let's get that landing leg in. And throttle up. Oh yeah, that's much better. That, if anything, that's too much better. Okay, so remember this hasn't got any brakes, so we kind of just have to roll to a stop. Oh, Brandon is on board. Fantastic. So that was what the problem was. The engines were in the way of each other. Let's see if we can travel at about 10 meters per second. Looks like we're doing pretty good. The only thing I'm worried about at the moment is stopping. Whoa! I did not mean to do that. Let's turn on fine controls. There we go. We're coming up to the road now, so I think if we travel via the road, we should be alright. I'm not sure, but I think the drive-in's inverted. We'll have to see. Okay. Oh, it's a little bit bouncy. I'm also in the wrong camera mode. We need to slow down before we crash into the building. Maybe we can just use our gear to stop. I mean, it might break. But I don't know. We have slowed down quite a bit by doing our turns. Turning does slow us down. Whoa. Yeah, there we go, look. Gear. I'm going to call that perfect. I don't know about you guys. Let's have a look. Continue our survey. Yes, so this is the space plane hangar. So we're going to keep the experiment. We're going to observe the mystery goo. We're going to do a crew report. We're going to log the pressure data. Log the temperature. Then we're going to EVA Wizard Brandon. There we go. And we're going to do an EVA report. And then, what can I do with this? Store experiment. Okay, so then if I come over here and do collect data, restoring functionality will require a scientist. Well, I've got that. Then restore. Collect data. Don't show that message again. Restore. Collect data from the barometer. Take the data. And can I do take data from there? Yeah, and then come here and store experiments. Well, that seems perfectly reasonable to me. Let's get back in, grab, and board. Well, I can't believe how well that worked. Here's Six's view from the cockpit. I'm going to lock the camera in this position. There's a little bit of a faceplant. If you already go there, put a scanner arm on your vehicle. If you haven't unlocked. I don't think I have that unlocked. You might want to unload Sixer for the next flight. Why would I want to unload Sixer? Anyway, here we go. So we're going to gear up. Then we're going to go to the next place. We're going to go to the crawlway. Max throttle. Go to the monument or whatever that black thing is. Oh yeah, actually that's a good idea. I like that. Hang on a second. Is this mission control? Whoa. Oh, this thing can power slide. Is this mission control? I think it is. Okay, let's do some swiggling. And deploy. Okay, where are we? Mission control, fantastic. I think people might be able to see where this is going to go now. Log pressure. Do a crew report. Oh, how do I take the crew report from out of there?
Fantastic.
Hang on a second. I think I need to EVA Brandon. Right click on there, take data. Right click on there, store experiments. Board. Then do a new crew report. There we go. I figured it out, folks. Brandon can then EVA. Do an EVA report. Collect the data from here. Take the data. Collect the data. Take the data. Store the experiments. Restore. Restore. And get... Brandon doesn't even have to get off. Oh, I didn't know you could store it, says Brandon. Yes, you can. The only thing is I'm not 100% sure whether you can store those crew reports on top of each other or not. Anyway, let's retract our brake landing gear and we'll head over to the crawlway next, I guess. I'm not really sure about this steering, but I think it's inverted. Full throttle. Dean says, Hellish, I found something you might want to look at. Can I put a link in the chat? If you put a link in the chat, it will get taken out by the bot, but the moderators will be able to see it and repost it if they think it's interesting. However, the best place to put that sort of thing is my ideas channel on my Discord. Right, we're going 10 meters per second. We're going to head to the crawlway. We're nearly there. I think this has been my most successful rover so far. Early game rover. There we go. Once you take the... Oh. Well, brakes. Well, I had to say that, didn't I? Poor Brandon is upside down on the crawlway. Oh no! I don't think they're dead. I think they just got disconnected. I think this is why we need more ground clearance. No, I don't think anybody's dead. Let's recover Brandon. Oh, we might have lost the science experiments though, which will be really annoying if we did. We got the cockpit. Let's recover Sixer. Yeah, we lost all the science. Oh, damn. Oh no. No, nobody died. I mean, I hope somebody clipped that. We had a mishap. We definitely need to think about the vehicle, the design, because part of the belly hit the floor. So I think what we should do is use the move tool to... So what's our parts limit still? We're right on the edge of the parts limit. Just use the move tool to bring these down. And I don't know if we need to bring them down massively. 2 notches should do it, but it'll definitely give us the ground clearance. Or at least I think it'll give us the ground clearance. The other thing that we could do is actually just move them forward, so they're actually stuck to the cockpit instead of the main fuselage. But I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. Okay, let's call that a slight upgrade and give it another go. That wheel is not designed to go up on slopes like that at that speed. Yeah, that's probably something that is not helping. But it's either that wheel or that wheel. Let's go and investigate the object, because that's going to be more fun than doing what we've just done all over again. Okay. SAS on. Engines on. Camera locked. Landing gear up. And throttle up. Okay. Let's get off the runway. Here we go. Now, I'm just going to move the camera for this bit, because I think this time we have got the clearance we need. They've got a little bit of spring in them, those wheels. Yeah, that's all good. So now we're going full throttle just for a couple of seconds. And I think 12 meters per second, 13 meters per second is plenty. Yeah, no one died. The vehicle just fell to pieces. I did just say most successful rover, didn't I? And then it all completely fell apart. It's like we had a RUD, We did have a rud. Ugh. Needed a little bit more drink there, but there we go. I don't really want to go any faster with this rover. It's not made for it. Christoph, hi, welcome. We're watching on YouTube. Got quite a few people on from Twitch tonight. Let's just have a look at our figures. Ooh, Twitch is just beating YouTube tonight. Only just. Okay, I think we're getting quite close now, so I'm not going to give us too much extra throttle. I'm going to give a little bit, though. I suppose, really, I could have moved that storage can, but we'll leave it where it is for now. I don't think I ever remember investigating this, so... Let's do fine controls again. Towards the thing! Does look a little bit like a lighthouse, but I think it's too small to be a lighthouse. I remember the first time I saw it, I thought it was an error in the graphics. Yeah, let's give it a bit more oomph. Up to about 15 meters per second now. Here we go. I'm pretty sure we're right there now. Sixer looks very happy about this, but Brandon not so much. There we go. I don't think I've ever seen it so close up before. Oh, it's got the squad logo on the back. That's a nice little touch. Alright, let's deploy our landing leg. And let's see. Oh, it's got squad load on both sides? Oh, it has. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Let's just check and do a crew report. See, that counts as curbing shores. That's not fair. Do I have to get closer? I don't know. Well, we'll do the experiments anyway. So, conduct study. Observe the mystery goo. And normally I'd love to have these all assigned to like hotkeys, but we haven't got that yet. Log pressure data. And then we did the crew report, didn't we? So then EVA Brandon. Take the crew report. Collect the data there. Collect the data there. Take the data there. Take the data there. Do an EVA report. And store all the experiments in there. There we go. And then we just have to drive it back. And that'll be like the test of the Mark 1. I'm going to tidy up these experiments, but Brandon can actually reach them all from round here, so that's good. Okay, so board again, Brandon. Actually, well, we know we can reset those experiments. Should we go into the water? Shall we see if it floats? I think we should. Okay, Brandon. We might end up doing a water job here, so just restore the experiments. Okay, here we go. We're going into the water, Brandon. Landing leg. Undeploy. Bit of throttle to get us moving. How far are we from the water? Oh, we're actually quite close to the water. We're closer to the water than where we started. So that's good. Amphibian? I don't know. Maybe recover the science first and launch a new one. No. I'm pretty sure everything will probably be fine. Okay, let's slow down with some turning. Because we haven't got good brakes.
This'll probably work.
This will probably work. That's right, Jackamak. Okay, with some turning, we really need a rover with brakes, but did we get a bit of air there on one side? We're going down a hill as well, so that's not great. It does have a really harsh turning circle, and I don't really want to go into the water at 9 meters a second. Oh no, this isn't good. This isn't good. I don't know. 6 is in charge here, but that's going to slow us down, surely. Whoa! Almost came to a standstill. Reverse thrust brakes. Oh, you are a genius. Maximum engine. Haha! Reverse thrust. Fantastic. That was brilliant. All right, here we go. We're going to go into this. We're going to go into the water, and we're using our reverse thrust to limit our speed of entry. I'm actually going to turn us around slightly. I want us to be facing the other way. I really do need to make an action group for this. Whoa! Look at the engines kicking up the water in the sand. Okay, here we go. This is it, folks. We're going in now. I don't want to. We're going in at about 3 meters a second or something around that. Well, actually, I managed to slow us down more than what I was intending. Here we go. Here we go. We're going in. We're in. Oh dear. Let's switch the engines over. Alright then. Let's take her for a swim, shall we? Oh, I just realised that we've got no way to steer it. We're just going to have to shut engines down. So if I shut this engine down, we should rotate. Why am I driving a plane into water? I don't know. I mean, even more so, if I activate this engine, it will just turn right round, I think. It is floating very well, though. Oh, look at it turn. Oh, it does turn so nice. Right, we're going to go for a little adventure. Here we go. It's true. It's not a plane. It's a rover, but it does appear to be very well versed in wateriness. We're making 5 meters a second here in the water, which is pretty good. Can you assign the turn on and off of engines for certain buttons? Yes, you can when you've unlocked it. I'm pretty sure I haven't unlocked it yet. The only thing is that there's a risk that it would break apart. It doesn't look like it, but we're actually moving it up to 10 meters per second. Should we head back out now? I don't like it. Right, let's activate this one. Shut that one down. If I go for the speed record, Jack, it's almost certainly going to fall to pieces. Like, literally, the whole thing will break apart.
Fantastic.
Here we go. Thank you very much for the follow, Ocado. Whoa, steady. We'll go at half throttle here, folks. And then as soon as we get on land, I need to remember to steer it. You think the jets are above the water level? They are. The jets seem to work whether they're above the water level or not, to be honest. So we're travelling at 13 meters per second, but the easy way for us to slow... Oh, I have actually got some steering. Because we've got 2 lots of reaction wheels. So I didn't actually need to worry about turning engines off for steering. I could have done it using the reaction wheels. Here we go, though. There we are. We went for a little swim. We didn't do any science in the water though, but we're not gonna do that. Oh my goodness, that's 20 meters a second. Oh, it's okay. I think we're all right. And the Space Center appears in the background. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Egg. Yeah, it's got some good suspension. It's just because I think last time it was just all well too low to the ground. Okay, folks, we're going to stop here. Deploy the landing leg and recover the vessel. That was a good bit of fun. That I've not done that before in Korea. So we ended up with 20 science, even though all we did was go out there and back again. I still need to drive around the Space Center, but I don't think I'm going to do that on stream. I'll do it between. Brandon says my stopping leg is silly, and I love it. I love it too, Brandon. What I'd love to do is put like. Well, let's have a look. See what we've got. Reaction wheels. We could actually get some general rocketry. I was hoping we could get some better wheels. I don't think we're going to really have much though, are we? Not on this early stage. I do need to go, like I said, around the Space Center and collect some stuff. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, right, okay, it's nearly 2 hours. Well, in that case, we will do that then. We'll just collect a little bit more science, but we'll do it in 2 different ways. We're going to build a new rocket, and we're going to try and land it on the mountains. I've done quite a lot. I've done quite a lot so far this stream. So let's get the command pod. Actually, no. Let's load the little upper. We're going to load the little upper. We don't need 2 mystery goos on there. We're not going to need drogue chutes, but I am going to attempt to recover the lower stage, and we will have like loads of parachutes on this stage as well. So we've got, I only need, oh my goodness, I only need 1 barometer, One temperature jobby. Oh, we still need one mystery goo. One mystery goo. Oh, and we need a science junior as well, don't we? Let's take that to the mountains. And we're going to try and land on the mountains. So we're going to use the hammer solid booster to get us up in the air. Then I'm going... Oh, this is going to go wrong so badly. I'm going to attempt to use our second stage to get us over to the mountains, and then we'll try and land softly. Been lucky with the debris recovery. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so let's... I'm not going to save this because we've modified it for a purpose. Just going to check the staging. Yeah, that's all good. Actually, no, all the parachutes at the same time. Right, come on then, Sixer. You're gonna... Oh, look, Brandon's got some XP. Well done, Brandon. Okay, so the one thing that we've learnt so far is that I'm not great at precision flight. So the last thing we're going to do today is attempt... And it's actually today. This is the last day, I think, in this space program. Before we get a new day. Which channel on Discord can I share an image of my spacecraft? Just put it in general. General's appropriate. Anything about me and the games I play, general. So yeah, we're just gonna launch up, and let's do this. Let's get the controls on screen. The flight stick is active. We're gonna make sure we've got SAS on, and all the controls seem to be responding as expected. So, Sixer, good luck, my friend. In 3, 2, 1. Oh yes, that is a much better liftoff. Nice and gentle and slow. That's exactly what I wanted. I wonder if I can just gently tweak us over. Just a little bit. It's difficult to keep this thing steady. It looks like it's going to go. Oh. No. No. Okay. Let's drop that stage. Launch the next stage. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I accidentally launched 2 stages at once. Okay, this is an abort. Oh no, actually not necessarily. We've got... I wonder if we'll end up in these lands over here. No, I don't think we will. Right, shoots. Shoots. SAS off. Oh dear, that wasn't what was intended. We're going to have one little explosion and hopefully one landing. And hopefully we don't crash into the thing. There's the explosion now. And there should be 2 landings. So we're going to land over here and that's going to land over there. Oh. What? Did I double tap that? I don't know what happened. Oh, there was a little bit of explosion from that stage. Maybe I should have put the parachute on the bottom, I don't know. I double tapped. Oh. Damn. Well, at least everybody's alive. And maybe we can do some science out here. You never know. Also, we've got some milestones apparently. We've returned to the surface. Not quite sure what that's about, but I'll take it. I will. The other engine wasn't firing because the throttle was idle. I guess I tapped it again. Maybe I did, Jack. I'm pretty sure the staging was right, so we will try and launch again. But before we do, let's just check. No, I don't think we're going to get much science from this. No. No, 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 no. Crew report. Let's just do an EVA. EVA report. Yeah, nothing of note. Okay, let's try again. We can do this. Maybe. Okay, let's try again. So if I come back in here, hopefully it'll be the same vessel that was in there previously. It is. Okay, so... Yep, staging is good. Okay, so... This time, I really do want to keep this other stage, so I'm going to add more parachutes to that stage to try and save it. Or maybe landing on the engine is actually a better idea than landing on the fuel tank, so we'll do that. Can I launch this? Is it still under the part limit? It is. Okay, let's see if we can get to the mountains. And I'm pretty sure this time we are just going to go straight up on that first stage. Okay. Here we go. SAS on. I'm gonna put like a quarter throttle, just so that when the engine starts up, there's something there to help with the gimbal. I could add a probe code to it, and it'll be a new vehicle, and then you can recover it if it survives the landing. I can recover it if it survives the landing anyway. And I don't think I have any probe cores at the moment. That's one of the problems I'm having. I need to unlock some decent probe cores. Once we've done that, we can start doing trips to the moon and stuff. Anyway, let's do it. Here we go. So there's the first ignition. Also, the sun is setting now by the time we've got this second rocket out of here. You're only guaranteed recovery if you're within physics range. Oh, I see. So if you add probe cores to it, then it doesn't matter whether you're in physics range or not. Is that right? Okay, I'm getting ready now. Here we go. Let's fire that stage. Great. And let's move ourselves over. Gently. Yep. No, it's going too far. We need more throttle. Come on. Fighting it all the way. Really does not want to go. Though I think we managed to get something that yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough fuel to fly this thing through the atmosphere to where we want it to be. We are gaining altitude though. It is doing quite well in that respect. But I just don't think we're going to make it. We're about to run out of fuel. There we go. Okay, so through the atmosphere, we just really didn't have enough oomph, I don't think. Maybe if we'd have gone straight for the side of these ones, we might have been alright, but... oh well, we'll see. And let's do height above land. So we're only a kilometre up. Let's see. The fog sends half the crew to Davy Jones's locker, and the rest escape with a handful of plunder. So Brandon and Sixer. Oh my goodness! Right, okay. I wasn't paying attention. We're actually going nose first. Let's try and get that up. Try and get the nose up. Nose up. No nose up. Okay, let's deploy one of the chutes. Anything there? Okay, separate and deploy. Where's the... Oh, God, there's the other stage. Well, the other stage slowed down a lot as well. So maybe we managed to save that. I think we're going to count maybe as the Highlands. So we are going to probably get some good science from this, but it's not going to count as the mountains. What is that over there? Did the lower stage survive its crash landing? Unbelievable. Excuse me. I like the way that we're falling faster, so we're going to get to the ground before this. Having said that, it does seem to be getting a little bit close to us. Hopefully it doesn't land on our heads. And that's not really the only thing we can hope for. But we actually got very close to the target there. So the idea with this series is we're going to be taking baby steps, little bit by little bit, unlocking things, gathering money, gaining experience both in the game and personally, and we're going to be working out the best way to do things by taking these baby steps, trying to make as much of our vehicles as reusable as possible, and obviously to try and save money. So we're down on the ground now. I'm just a little bit worried we're going to get landed on, but I don't think that's the case. No, we're good. So let's have a look. Let's see what we got. Kerbin's Grasslands. So we are in the grasslands. I don't think we've been to the grasslands before. So let's log everything. There you are, look. Our second stage landed beautifully. Observe the mystery goo. Yeah. Conduct the material survey. Yeah. Do an EVA. Get an EVA report. Yep. We can't do soil samples yet, unfortunately. But there we go. Let's get back inside. What did we get? Like 40? Maybe 30 science? Or 20? Or not quite as much as I thought we'd get. And by the looks of it, yeah, the upper stage debris is there as well. So we can get that back. And I think that's a fantastic place to leave it. With the sun setting in the sky. We've got our first basic rover. We've been to space. We've had a look at the obelisk thing, whatever you want to call it. And we've got quite a lot of science. We've got 71 science now. So we can get our flight control, which would get us more inline reaction wheels and so forth, or general rocketry. And we could probably afford some advanced rocketry. How much is that one? That one's 45. Yeah, we could afford both of those rocketry ones, so we can start going further and better. Or we could go with aerodynamics and continue on the space plane route. But we'll leave that for next time. And between now and next time, if I have the opportunity, I'll do some exploring around the Space Centre in our little rover that we made. Moon next time, says Jack? Maybe. Maybe there won't be a Kerbal on the moon. Maybe we can get a probe to the moon. We've had no deaths, that's true. We did have a couple of vehicles that broke a little bit. but overall we've done very well, and I haven't killed anybody yet. So I'm very happy with that. So because this is the first time I'm doing this sort of thing with the flight stick, let me know if you feel like it's something worth keeping in the series. Comment on YouTube, get in touch on all that sort of thing. What's the disadvantage with probes? You can't get your Kerbals out and things like that. You can't go on walks and EVAs with probes, and also early game probes might not be as good as your later game Kerbals. But there we go. Jack likes the flight stick, so there we are. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll be back with more Kerbal Space Program next Tuesday. And, of course, tune in on Thursday for my Minecraft Let's Play, which I'll be doing on with the Last Days, folks, on the Last Days server. I need some dishes in the sky. I do need some dishes in the sky. We're going to have to get some satellites going. Definitely need satellites. That's good. Good call. So next time it's satellites and more progress, and maybe we'll visit the North and South Pole, or one of them. We'll see. That's all. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care. And for now, goodbye.